Some advice you've probably heard from the experts in the past about growing your list is to invest some time doing some target market research to learn more about your audience so your content truly connects. However, if research isn't your favorite thing to do, then it just might not get done. So if that ever happens to you, then it's probably time to do a digital marketing do-over. So one thing we can do is remind ourselves of the biggest mistake we're trying to avoid when we're creating content for our ideal audience. That mistake we're trying to avoid is investing time creating content that our ideal audience doesn't want, or it simply just doesn't grab their attention. Now, is our content always going to hit a home run because we do our target market research? No. But by doing the research, it at least gives you the confidence that you're investing time to create content that's at least in the ballpark about what your ideal audience wants to know and wants to hear about. It's like knowing that your audience prefers to be served a ham sandwich instead of a pastrami sandwich. Sure, it might take you some time to figure out how to make the perfect ham sandwich for your audience, but at least you're not serving them pastrami. Which brings us to how do we further fine-tune our research so we can really capture our audience's desires inside of our content? Well, that's where the letter M comes in. Now, M stands for map your research. And what that basically means is don't have your research kind of all over the place like I do here. This is not inviting to revisit and look at. Neither is having to search for your research because you can't exactly remember which document you put that in. But imagine if your research was all on a single page and it was mapped out in a way that it would show you patterns about what your audience truly desires. Now, the good news is there's a really easy way to do this. And we're going to use a strategy that I learned from an online training that I purchased from Copyblogger. And I really hope they don't mind me sharing it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is divide a sheet into 4 quadrants. And we're going to title the first quadrant Feel. This is to capture the emotions that your audience express. They might feel overwhelmed, they might feel panicked, and they might feel like they don't like pastrami sandwiches. And this is important because every sales guru will tell you that it's taking someone from where they feel like they have a problem to a place where they feel better about their situation. I feel hungry. I wish I had a ham sandwich. Now that I have had a ham sandwich, I feel great and I'm ready to take on the day. So we'll title the second quadrant C. This is to gather what your audience sees as the problem. Such as every time I cook chicken breast in the skillet, I see that it burns and dries out. Now, I saw this with an audience when I started a college cooking blog, so I wrote a post about how to cook chicken breast in the skillet without it burning or drying out. I saw what they were seeing as the issue, and then I provided a solution inside my content, and that happens to be one of the top viewed posts on that site. So we are going to title our third quadrant Say, and this is valuable because we want to capture exactly what our audience says. So if our audience says keto diet, we say keto diet. We don't say low carb diet. This is another lesson I learned from Copyblogger. Again, I hope they don't mind me sharing this. But when you use words they say inside your content, it's like you're reading their mind. And that is super powerful for your content to basically earn trust with your audience. It just shows them you're doing your work to find out more about them. We'll label our final quadrant Do. So this is to capture exactly what our audience is doing, so we can see what they're doing, and then we can look at it and say, well, how can we help them improve on what they're doing to take them to a better place? Kind of like a digital do-over, which is what we're doing here. When you capture your research this way, it just makes it easier to come up with topic ideas and to create your content. Consider this one final thought. When I did my own research to find out why it is that most people who start online don't get results with their digital marketing and end up quitting, I found that a common response from experienced digital business owners was it was because of lack of research. So if you want to know more about why they say most people's digital marketing fails, well then I invite you to grab the free report. And if you're ready to make target market research a habit inside your online business, then please let me know in the comments or by simply hitting the like button. Thanks for watching. Cheers.